Hello, hello. This is day, I think 16. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm tired. I'm not sure. I think it's day 16. Now, I was supposed to do a video on Friday. I apologize. Um, I had a dentist's appointment, and it was at 1 o'clock. And, oh, excuse me, not a dentist, a dental school appointment. And it was at 1 o'clock, and I did not get out of the dentist's office until after 5. Um, I was so traumatized. Nice kid, but definitely, you know, I think he was new. And he worked on my one tooth for 4 hours. So by the time I got out of the dentist's office, I came home, I couldn't do any video. All right, so I'm going to do a quickie today because I've been out for the last 2 days painting my house outside and doors and windows and fences with my son and his girlfriend. Okay, so what I'm going to do today, which I've known there's a lot of videos out here, but I was trying to think of, there's not too many things that we do in the junk journal world that somebody else hasn't already done. But I try to like do it a little bit different, or add something that you haven't seen before. So we're going to do the double-sided tape. Now, whatever size you have, I think this is like a half an inch, maybe quarter of an inch, half an inch, double-sided tape. Now, you've seen the double-sided tape, and it has fabric. This has fabric on it. I cut it with some pinking shears. It wasn't wide enough, so because I only have this half an inch, I think this is, yes, or 3/4 of an inch. No, it's about a half an inch. Oh, whatever. I put two together. Here's more fabric. Same thing, I did the little pinking shears. It looks really cute on a journal. Let's see. Say if you wanted to put it here or here, something like that. You could also glue this on, and then on cardstock you could stamp a word, something like that. You've got the black. You could put it on the side. You could also do it like that, so it's on both sides of your page. So this is made out of fabric, and here's some that's made out of vintage sheets. Okay, we got those. This is a photocopy of one of my vintage hankies, and I just photocopied it and put it here. This is a strip and a half, and it would look cute on a vintage. I'm working on this grungy vintage junk journal. But say if I wanted, I would grunge it up a little bit, but you could put a little piece, on something like that. So I know you've seen that before. This is the little, I guess they call it salvage piece at the end of your fabric. I love these. I always cut them off and save them, and this would look really cute. This is a very colorful journal, so this would look cute here. Or the bottom, wherever you want to put it. Okay, then we have these, which are vintage wallpaper. I know you've seen that before. Okay, so we got those. Let me move those out of the way. So these are the ones that I'm going to show you today. Oh, there's one more that okay. Right here. Okay, these are the ones. I'm not going to do all of them. I'm only going to do two. But this, you just take some trim and you just stick it on the back of here. Now, what's great about this, you can do several of them and have them in bags or containers. And then when you need to add a little oomph to your junk journals, you just grab one of these and put them on. I did some trim here, and I just layered it. I don't know if you can... So cute. You could use the whole strip, or you could just, use the whole strip. I don't want to glue these onto my journal. I want to save them as samples. Or you could just take a little piece and have that, it's like 4 layers of this pom-pom trim that I glued on one piece of the sticky sided tape, double-sided tape. Here, you don't have a sewing machine and you want to make ruffles. And see, it's easy to make ruffles. So I'm going to show you the ruffles. This is with some real sheer material. And then if you have some ledger paper, I have some old ledger paper that maybe is not strong enough to put in your journal. You would have to either collage with it, or you could put it on the back of the two-sided sticky tape. And I just tore the top because I wanted it uneven. And I did one before, and this is how it would look. So this is the person's name and the price of whatever that person paid for. So I'm going to show you today how to do the old ledger paper. And we're just going to take a piece. No matter, it could be as long as you want, as short as you want. It's all up to you. Okay, and all I'm going to do is, this is written on both sides. So whatever you want to capture, I think I'm going to put it here. So and this is torn at the bottom, and I'm also going to tear it. And just a little bit, I like to leave it a little bit wider than the actual sticky tape. Okay. And then we're going to take the other side of this journaling card that's going to go in that junk journal when I get finished. And look at this. We're just going to stick it on here. And it's just that simple and that easy. And like I said, you can make a whole bunch of them up. So, sometimes when you're making a journal, you're like, oh, I don't have anything to decorate it with, or what am I going to use? With this, you can just grab. I can grab this, grab that, and make it much easier if they're already pre-made. So I'm going to make the ruffle one. I'm going to make this a little bit long. Ah, sticky. Very sticky. Okay. And I have some fabric here. I'm going to cut it you can cut it much bigger than the size of your double-sided tape, but I'm going to just make it a little bit bigger than the double-sided tape. And you're going to have to cut a long piece, at least 2 to 3 times the size of your tape. Now this has a lot of strings hanging, which I don't care, I don't mind. I'll just cut the real long ones. And I hope my little fingers won't be in the way so you can't see how it's done. What I do is on the right side, the right side showing up, I just stick a little tiny bit of it right at the beginning. Then I fold the material back, and then I stick like that, but not too much. Then I fold the material back. I don't know if how I can show you where my hands aren't in the way. You fold it back, and then you stick another little section. Fold it back, stick another little section. You don't want to stick too much, just a little bit, And you just keep doing that. Just like that. Fold it back, stick it down, fold it back. Wondering if you can see. Stick it down a little, fold it back, stick it down, fold it back. I sound like a broken record. Okay. Okay. And it's stuck down, and you have your ruffles. Like I said, I would leave the strings on there because that's just me. This is just an old ledger book, excuse me. And it, you know, you could put it on the book, on the bottom, on the side, like that. Okay, so that's the ruffle one. And I'm going to show you the pom-pom one. And that's easy to make too. I'm not going to do a real long one. I'm going to do, you know, fairly short one. And like I said, when you make them, you can also cut them smaller if you need smaller pieces, or leave it the size that you made it. All right. Put this down here. Ah, sticky. You take your pom-pom trim. Has this little band right here. We're going to glue that right at the bottom. Press it down. We're going to cut it off. And can you see it's right at the bottom? So you're just basically gluing this band on right here. Can you see? Now, we're going to take the next piece. If I can get my fingers off. And you're going to do the same thing. We're going to take it up above, right above where the last fabric was glued, that band was glued. Now you got 2 rows. Rows like that, and you just keep adding the rows. And then we'll add the last one right at the top. You want to make sure that you cover all the sticky part tape. You don't want to leave any of the tape exposed. Cut it off, trim it. And there you go. And that it would look so cute on a shabby chic journal. So that's my quick craft today. And I will be back tomorrow. Please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Have a good evening.